Welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. So we're about to get into this thing. I'm glad y'all came in today. I'm glad you guys are returning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want you to get involved. I want you to ask questions. I want you to leave your comments because today we have an amazing episode, like every other day, because I got time on my hands, evidently. So I haven't been having a cocktail for the last. Let me get this together, okay? All right. For the last couple of days, I have been not having a cocktail for conversation because I was taking a little. I'm shy. Been taking a little liquor break because you should do that. You should drink responsibly. So if you're having a cocktail with me, don't be drinking and driving. That's one. And two, sometimes you just got to take a break and have you some water, some juice, or some tea. You don't have to have a cocktail. Could be a mocktail. It could be a number of things. But today, we are having us a cocktail. So I have created a Midori martini. I don't know, some just said, do it, do it, do it. And you know what else I'm going to do? Because my brother had me do lemon drop with tequila. I'm going to do a margarita with vodka and see what that tastes like. Switch up the ingredients. But today I am doing a Midori martini. And that was 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Midori, a half an ounce of triple sec. I didn't use my regular orange liqueur because that would have changed the color. So I used a triple sec because that's clear, and a half an ounce of lemon juice. And we're about to see what this tastes like. And I normally put it in my little Yeti martini glasses, but if I would have did that, y'all wouldn't have been able to see this pretty color. So, and I put a dehydrated orange in there just because I want it to be cute. Don't smell like it's going to be delectable, but let's see. I don't know about this. I don't like on the kickback on the end it's like medication. On that first sip, it's good, but I don't know. Like when it first hit the palate, it's really really good. Would I order this out? I don't know. Maybe the measurements are not because with a cocktail, the measurements have to be correct. Let me try. Let me see one more time. Hmm. Maybe it's Midori I don't like. I don't know. I done gave it 5 damn sips. That's a no bueno for me. That's a no bueno for me. Okay, okay, okay. So, and I've been just excited about that. I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. Nope. Nobody, nope, nope, ain't good. Nope, dip, nope, 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 nope. It is terrible. I don't know. I wonder what I could add to it. Because y'all know I hate wasting liquor. And nah. I did have a cookie earlier today, but what if I would have sugared the rim? Nope, that's a no bueno. You can try it. The ingredients are there. Let me know what you think and let me know how it turns out for you, or let me know what I should have put in there to make it better. All right. So let me tell y'all how I came up with. First, let me show you this, and then we'll get back to it.
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
So, when I write my books, characters just come to me. And as I write, sometimes that name that I gave the character in the beginning does not fit when I'm in the midst of writing the story. So when I was writing A Moment in the Hourglass, there was a love interest in there, or a husband and wife. They were ex-husband and wife. And I had named him like LaRon or Ronnie or something like that. But as I wrote, it just didn't fit him anymore. And I was like, oh Lord, what should I name this character? And all I heard was Jaden Brooke. And I busted out laughing. And I was like, that's what I'm going to name him. So the husband in this book, his name is Jaden, and I spelled it a little different than a little boy, but I named him Jaden because it made me laugh because the book was so heavy. Like it has its like happy moments, its funny moments, but it also has its sad moments. And when I wrote, I would cry, I would get emotional just like the characters. And when I named that man Jaden, it just changed the whole trajectory of the story. It was easier for me to write him with the new name. So that's how I came up with Jaden in A Moment in the Hourglass. It was from that video because I had a client, her name was Latane. God rest her soul. She passed away. That was one of my best friends, and I miss her every single day. But she would show me that video like every time she came and got her hair done, or we would talk about that video when we would start talking about money. And she was like, you know, like we say, Jaden broke. And she would just bust out laughing. It was the same funny to her every single time she talked about it. And it brought me joy when I thought about that video because it made me think of her, reminded me of her. And so, yeah, I was like, his name is going to be Jaden. So if you pick up A Moment in the Hourglass, now you know why I named the ex-husband Jaden. So what's next on our agenda? Boom. Um, Sometimes people are just too damn comfortable. Take a look.
An old white woman came up to me today at the YMCA and asked me who does my Jerry curl and what curl activator they're using in my hair because she ain't seen one this good since 82. And I said, baby, this is not a Jerry curl, this is a Jesus curl because the good Lord himself programmed my scalp to sprout just like this. No activator needed, okay? She goes, well, you don't have to lie. I just wanted to know the brand so I could get some. Well, honey, I'm not lying to you. This is dome grown, okay? A factory setting. I was born like this. It's been like this for 29 years at this point. I think I'd know. She goes, oh, well, I just assumed you were a full colored, correct? Why, yes, ma'am, I am. Why do you ask? She goes, well, I ain't seen no coloreds with hair like that unless their parents was the mixers. I really need y'all to start telling y'all meemaws, sometimes just keep it up here, okay? Because if that lady had been a day under 83, I might have pushed her over. And then what we gonna do? Now I'm getting charged with a hate crime when all she had to do was mind her business, okay? Jesus Christ.
Now, to my white brothers and sisters, I know I got to talk to y'all on a regular basis because I feel like to fix things between us, we need to talk. Because one day we ain't going to be talking. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to listen and read between the lines. One day we won't be talking. We won't use no words. How y'all feeling about this hair? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna wear it. I ain't taking it down. I just did it. So, you can't just come up and touch our hair. I guess that's why I was talking about, I looked at my own hair because this conversation is about that. Just don't assume that if our hair is curly, it's a curl. No, but we are born with so many different textures of hair, so many colors of hair. Just like, we have curly hair, we have straight hair, we have light skin, we have dark skin, we have very dark skinned black people with blue eyes. It's not uncommon. We are the variety. We're not like cookie cutter and plain like everybody else. Everybody comes from us. We acquire all that you have and more because we are the blueprint of who you are and well, not what you are, but who you are. We created you. The world came from us. The world came from a black woman. So we can have curly hair. And just because we have curly hair don't mean that we are the mixed. Have y'all seen my mama and daddy? My mama is black. My daddy is black. And my mama is a chocolate thunder wonder, honey. So, y'all quit touching our hair. Y'all quit speaking on us like y'all know us. And I know that she said the woman was like 83. So that's an age demographic where you got to give them some grace sometimes because they was just raised that way. Just like, what was the lady name? Paula Dean. Remember when she got busted saying all that stuff? Well, Paula Dean is from a different age demographic. And the truth be told, y'all want me to keep it real? Want me to keep it 100? I ain't even get mad at her because I thought she was like my white grandma because she had all the black recipes. Now I know she had them black recipes from the lady who probably took care of her for her people, but she used just as much butter as we do. So I was upset when when she got in trouble. I liked me a little Paula Dean, but anywho, that's just my story. That's just how I feel. So Paula, I still love you. I know you made a mistake. I got me some chocolatey friends. God dog it, I keep forgetting my mic, y'all. Y'all, I'm just doing too much. I ain't even been drinking. But y'all know y'all can still hear me, so. Because this mic is strong. I know that. You notice I'm starting to keep it a little bit further away from me because it makes the sound distorted. Anywho, yes, anywho, let's get back to the bag. Let's get back to this. So the other day when I was doing my hair, I was watching this movie right here. And it's called The Housemaid. So as I was doing my hair, I let it play. To me, it's a good movie. I want y'all to go look at it. It's on Amazon Prime or Prime Video. And it started off a little slow, but I like the twists and turns. And I knew it was gonna have some twists and turns because I am a writer. Because I am Mimi Michelle, the author behind the pen, shifting the culture one plot at a time. I know who gonna be the crazy one. Let me see if this good. Let me see if I'm gonna try one more time. Nope. I mean it. Nope. It's that back end. It's that vodka at the end. Like the beginning, the Midori, the melon of it, wonderful. When that vodka at the end, nobody, nope, nope. Nobody, nope, nope. No. Okay, so back to this movie. It has so many twists and turns that it was like one of the things I knew, I was like, oh, that's the crazy one. But I wouldn't have never guessed the true crazy one in this. Y'all got to go look at that. Go look at The Housemaid. You will not be disappointed. Let's see. Now, I remember, let me show this clip and then I'll say what I have to say.
I'm almost 11 years sober, and my mom will still just pop up on me, put a drug test on my desk, and say, I need you to pee for me. A lot of people would be offended by that. And a lot of people would be like, Mom, I'm 10 years sober. Like, when am I going to have your trust back? And it's not that I don't have her trust back. My mom trusts me with everything. Through recovery, I've had to realize that she was traumatized through a lot of the things that she saw. She has to heal in her own time, and I don't get to dictate or determine when that's going to be. So if all it takes for me is to pee in a cup for her to sleep good at night, like, I'll pee in as many cups as she needs me to.
I remember when my aunt, the one I talk about all the time, who was my bestie, when she first got clean, you can read about her in one of my other books, A Mistress to the Game. It's fiction, nonfiction. I took some of the stories she told me and I put it in a book like she was going through therapy. And she was reflecting on her life because she used to be a drug dealer. She used to be a cocaine addict. And am I supposed to say D dealer and the whatever? Just let me know what I can't say. So, because this ain't for kids though, so parental discretion is advised. And I remember when she first got clean, every time she would leave the house, my chest would get tight. I would get knots in my stomach because I didn't want her to fail. I didn't want her to relapse because I had had a father who was an addict for the majority of my life. He didn't get clean till I was like in my 30s. And he struggled with sobriety. So when she got clean, every time she would leave, it was like I was holding my breath. And it was just like one day, I was like, damn, I'm not concerned about where she's going. I'm not concerned about what she's doing because I watched her. She didn't talk about it. She was about it. And you just have to learn to trust people, and people who put us in those type of situations have to be patient because trust is earned. It's not just given, because once you break that trust, it's hard to get that trust back. Like when you cheat on somebody in a marriage, or cheat on somebody in a relationship. Once you give that trust away, a lie is hard to fix. A deception is hard to fix. You got to be patient with people, and that may take forever. Just like, when you have a bad parent, you really want to love that parent, but they've shown you another way for so long that you just don't trust it. So, that was a good video. That was a good example of trust to be earned, not given. What else we got, y'all? What else we got? I'm so mad that cocktail ain't good. Oh, I've always loved Bruce Lee. Take a look at this.
How do you find peace? You don't find peace. You choose it. By what you ignore, by what you release, by what you stop giving energy to. That's the shift.
He was so wise, and he was fine, and he was pretty. And I would have dated Bruce Lee in my day. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy, because what y'all fail to realize, Asians are black people too. They just faded over time. But his point was valid. Peace is a choice. I always say life is what you make it. You don't have to be what you was raised around. You don't have to be what you've seen. You can either choose to be great or do the same thing that you've experienced. And I'm just saying this. You got to choose peace. Everybody not going to like you. Everybody not going to treat you good. Everybody not going to be faithful. Everybody just not going to be. But you have to choose your peace. You have to walk in your peace. You have to be like, I'm going to make it a great day. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be trusting in the Lord. I'm just going to be. And if you continue to do that, the people that will mistreat you, they going to either fade to black or you going to bust them down. But choose peace. I choose peace. What is that on the outside of my door? It's been raining all day. So it's been raining all week. And I'm kind of glad because my grass gets watered. I really should have fertilized, and I would have really seen something great in my grass, but I didn't. I still need to fertilize. But anywho, my last thing, this is how I am moving in 2026. Take a look. Did y'all see that? See, this is a prime example of how we have to be faster, how we have to be stronger as black people. You see, that man, he just assumed nobody was behind him. And that man just went into a sprint. He went into a sprint and he just took it like at the last minute. Pew! And that's how I'm moving in 2026. When everybody else around me is comfortable, I am not. I am training. Now, let me say, I have done many a 5K. The first 5K I did, I could barely jog. My third 5K, I was actually doing a good little run, good little trot. And each year my time got better and better, but I've never done a marathon. And maybe I should train for one and do one next year. Maybe I should do the Chevron run next year. Now, I'm not going to run the whole thing, but you know what? I think I will. I think I will get ready for a marathon and see how that goes. And I'm running this race and I want to be an example. Not only that, I've always been one to aspire to inspire. So, y'all about to see me do some amazing things, and thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to get involved, ask questions, leave your comments, and subscribe to this good old channel. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to get this book and this book, Inspired the Trilogy. Because this one was so heavy that I need to lighten up the mood with this. So I'll leave the links in the box below. Share with your friends. And I need y'all to post in the comments how y'all liked all the books. And let the people know the ish is good. Okay? Okay? Okay. This is your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. No edits, no scripts, just real talk after dark. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.